What's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time to make a total drama library on Gran Turismo Sport. So, looks like bringing out the Subaru WRX ISO Upman time trial car, and this is going to get everything we'll be making for another total drama character library that this will might be able to get started. So, this time that this is going to be able to make something very diabolical for TD libraries, so looks like it's time to get ready to start making Max. Yep, looks like this is definitely very excellent to be able to chosen, so let's bring him out and let's go and get started. Max was a contestant on Total Drama Pahkitew Island as a member of Pahkitew Kinosinak, and he is a supervillain, but you may never realize to zoom in because, well, that's how he is. Definitely looks diabolical that he is putting up a good library to be able to make a good evil scheme. Well, Max is obsessed with being the most diabolical mind in Total Drama has ever seen. He is constantly boasting about being the personification of the word evil, claiming that there should be a new word how evil he is. Well, he's just always doing something else to have plans to make something very diabolical that he always planning to make something else for it. So now let's just gonna be able to make something a very good purple design library. So, well, maybe this is definitely might be able to go with a gray color, so that will might be able to very good to have a nice style. So let's just gonna add something on some good styles on the purple, because his hairstyle is definitely very villainy for it. Alright, now this is definitely might be very good to be able to have a good trim style that this one might put on, and even the purple rim style that this will be able to put it in as well. Now this will be able to need a very good rim style that this will might be very good to come up something very extremely pressure that this is going to be able to have everything going. Okay, putting up the OC Racing Ultra Legra is now on place. Now looks like this is going to be able to get everything started, so maybe this is definitely might be able to make a very good total drama library with a villain act related. So this is definitely might be super villainy type that this is going to get everything will might be very creative. Now let's just going to be able to make a good pattern design, so this is definitely might be able to have very common making library design board. So, well, it's only just for a show that also has a role of a supervillain that this is definitely might be very dramatically that this one might be able to perform. Now let's just gonna putting up some racing item, and then this is definitely might be able to have, well, maybe the number 0 is definitely might be able to have a good place, so that might be able to do it. Okay, no need to change up the headlights this time, so that should be able to make one good diabolical variant that this one might be able to dominate the time trial. Because good thing that this is definitely might be able to chosen for a Group X car, because this will might be able to rule the time trial by this car that this will be able to take over the competition. So just giving a little bit role-playing act that this will might be able to give a term sport. So his knowledge outside of his inventions is not much better. Though he speaks in inanimate objects or animals numerous times and actually expects a response, he is bent on world dominations, so much that using total drama as a step towards it was his whole purpose of auditioning. He himself was admitted that he has not spent his life being social, which he devotes to spend much time to being evil, to be able to have a desire to be a villain. So, I guess that is definitely might be able to have a good outfit style. Was definitely based up from the inspiring of the villain from the Austin Powers movie, Dr. Evil. Well, it is definitely might be giving a reference because we also love the good reference on certain characters. So looks like this is definitely might be able to have some good signatures, has definitely included. So good thing that it was definitely finally got uploaded till now at the end of this video from the last time. So looks like good thing that the Pahkitew Island characters are now added in as signatures. So this is definitely might be very good to be able to put it in to represent any Toll Drama characters that this will be able to be placed on for. Now let's see that this is going to be able to choose something for a decal that this one might select it for. Okay, now this is going to get very tech related, that this will might be able to have some personal inventions that this will be able to be made. Okay, putting up the fandom, and this will might be able to put anything as usual, that this will be able to make a good livery design, as this one might be able to do it well. Okay, let's just gonna get to work, and this is gonna get everything evil looking style library, that this is gonna get everything fresh up the start, that this one might be able to go there. The moment Max debuts in the first episode, he quickly attempts to establish himself as an evil threat, claiming that a stick of gum that Sky offers him will not save her from his pure evil. He then gets annoying since the gum is cinnamon flavor. Well, he is diabolically yells at the cinnamon, saying that it does not to be so spicy throughout the episode and the rest of the season. Well, guess that this is definitely might be giving this Toll Drama character a one taste of a diabolical dramatic effect, that this is definitely might be coming in to be able to take the turn. So, well, it's always just for the show, because every time has a role of a good versus evil, and even Max is the acting role of the supervillain. Now it's just gonna be able to put it there. Okay, let's have the Pahkitew Island right there on the front. So this is definitely might be putting up the good spot. Now, good thing on the other spot that this will be needed. So looks like this one might need this spot to be able to change it into purple, because this is gonna get very evil design made, that this is gonna be quite very good. Okay, now let's just gonna be able to putting up a fictional logo. So this will might be making something very related to see it. Okay, putting up the Bad Taku Racing and a Toll Drama logo that this is going to be able to put in as well. Just going to be able to size it here. There you go. Now just going to duplicate on reverse, and this is going to be quite excellent, good to go. Well, can I say that every Toll Drama library also needs any character that has the role of a supervillain. So can I say that this is going to be able to take very surprising related to see it. So it will might do perfectly, that this one might be able to make one super cool library design. So we also make good libraries, that this one might be able to have a good part of a hero and a villain library, that this is going to be quite very excellent related, that this one might be able to have based on from other shows. So maybe like anime that has any villains included as well. Okay, well, maybe just getting a little bit off topic, that this one might have many things to do. He shows that he is not evil as he appears. For example, in this episode, he accepted the gum in a polite manner when he tries to cave and utilize as an evil lair. He believes that the cave was too spooky for him, especially when bats emerge from it. Well, despite for any other episodes that Max just definitely creates some very fine inventions that he just made. So during his stay on the island, Max often finds himself allied with his teammate Scarlet, who is far more competent than him when it comes to evil. Much more secretive about it, despite Scarlet coming up with or at least fixing all of his schemes that he attempts to do. So he always ends up taking a full credit for it, so he can probably able to continue on to do some, well, a conquest that he just always thinking of, because he's just always being a contestant. Now, let's just gonna be able to choose a very good logo that this will might be able to have. So, Impel Technologies. This will might be able to do temporarily to be able to do it. Okay, now let's just gonna check some good logos that this will might be very good to choose it, something that might be possibility to do it. Okay, now let's just gonna go and have a snap on. So this is gonna be able to put it on. And the Pahkitew Island logo is definitely right there as the usual. Now, looks like this is gonna be able to have to take on different logos to be placed. So looks like it was definitely might be on the floating salmon, and later he has switched to the confused bears. So this one might be able to have two team logos will be placed here as well. So good thing that this is definitely might be the only Total Drama character that also has the team switch. Okay, that should do it. Now this is definitely might be a very good spot that this is definitely might be come in handy. Now let's just gonna have to putting up the GT Association logo. Could be able to place it here. Then another Pahkitew Racing would be able to put it right here. So just gonna be able to have to choose a different color texture that this will be made. Okay, so maybe this is definitely might be very good color that this one might be able to place a decal on it. So kind of say that this is going to be able to go with a black color instead, so that will might be able to look bad for it. So the only first invention that Max made is the Helmet of Evil, which allowed to work full attention vengeance during his section of the challenge. In the episode that I Love You Grease Pig, that he just definitely made the knowledge of the brainwashing helmet that this will might be able to make control on any other test subjects, including the animals. Well, it is definitely might be a mind control device that this is definitely might be made from any other super villains from other movies. So, well, it is going to be commonly villainy for Max that this will might be able to have a lot of purpose schemes that this will might perform. So, just going to be able to choose any decals, just going to be able to take a little bit more time. Okay, just going to place it right here. And this is going to be able to putting up the Dunlop. We'll be able to place it right here. Now, let's see that this is going to be able to have something villainy decal related that this might be able to put it on for. So, this is definitely might be able to have few episodes when Max is doing something else to making something very evil related for it. So, in Twinning Isn't Everything is the first episode where the two work together as Max is unsure what to do with several with the gadgets he has stashed under the rock to help himself succeed in the challenge, while his original plan is to attach everything together in order to form a long stick that pops the other team's balloon. Scarlet instead suggests a more practical approach of blowing sharp objects from a tube in order to pop the other team's balloons from a distance. Taking a credit of the ideas, that's definitely might be able to perform ability ways to do it. Now it's just gonna be able to scroll down and choose a very different decal that this will might be able to do a successful ways to do it. Now let's see, something that might be quite very good well chosen for this one. So okay, I hope this is gonna be quite giving it a good stop to do it. Okay, so maybe this tribal could do it. Well, maybe this will might give it a try. So this is definitely might be a very good choice. Okay, now let's put it there and move the layer onto the bottom position. So that looks definitely very ingenious. So everything is definitely might be able to work perfectly, that this will might be able to have very strategized, that this is definitely might be able to have for it. So despite for having a partnership with Scarlet for Max, so looks like this one might be able to have a sidekick for Max to be able to call everything, that this will be able to having a good partnership for it. So it was definitely might be very super ability that this one might worked up on it. Okay, let's see, this is definitely might be able to have a very good decal that this one might put it on. There you go. And also the YouTube logo will be able to use it. So, well, this is going to be able to have a good spot to be able to place it on. Okay, Cartoon Network and Teletoon will also to be able to place it right over here, and then this is going to be able to get everything to be able to move on to the sides, because this is going to get everything will be library made ready. So it's going to get everything will might be able to have a temporal library of doom is definitely might be able to go for. Okay, now it's just going to place it in onto the right section, and this is going to get everything will might make it to the next spot that this will might be able to do it, because always going to have to take a lot of rest that this will might be ready. And this time it's going to get everything will be able to take the time trial will begin after taking the daily workout complete. So this will might be able to take some time before this will be prepared. Okay, good thing that this is definitely might be able to have a good checkpoint spot that this will be needed. Okay, that should do it. Just gonna be able to give a good pinpoint spot that this will might be able to have a good successful conquest that this will might be able to have. Okay, just getting there, folks. This is gonna get everything super ability that this will might be able to take the time trial challenge that this will be prepared. Okay, almost there. Now this is definitely might be very good design spot that this will be able to be ready for it. So looks like this is going to be able to have a very good design. So this one might be able to add something onto the roof. So that might be needed to be in case. So that will might be able to do a better style that this might perform it to see it. Okay, now this wheel might be able to have a very good position. So this is going to be able to have a purple color that this wheel might be able to do it. Okay, that should do it. Now, this is definitely might be a pretty excellent spot livery design, but it is definitely might be look very good to see it. Now, looks like also might need to have a title that this is definitely might be able to have some very font letters that this one might have. Okay, every total drama library also has 4 letters that this one might be able to have. Every villain is lemons, so that was definitely might be the title sentence combination that this is definitely might be able to work on for. Okay, it's just gonna be put it right there. Okay, almost. Just gonna have to put it there. Alright, now looks like this is definitely might be commonly well to see it. So, bam! Looks like this total drama library is a diabolical evil. Now, let's just gonna be able to have to putting up some kill switch and extinguisher that this will be needed. So this is gonna get everything will be ready to go. Just only have some few decals left, and then this is gonna be able to take the time trial that this will might begin, because this is gonna get very racing diabolical that this is gonna get everything will be prepared. So this is gonna be able to have a good library design, so this wheel might be prepared to get everything started. So, looks like this is going to be able to have a total drama Pahkitew Island library is definitely might be good to go. So, this looks definitely might be very super cool and villainy that this is going to be able to drive faster and quick to be able to get ready. So, this wheel might be able to be prepared for a time trial challenge, so this wheel might be able to run some very high speed challenge and technical corners that we will also to be prepared, because this is going to get very challenging. We'll be ready to go. So it's time to get ready for a time trial until this is going to be able to be prepared to be able to have a showcase board. So this is going to be able to have a running time lap that this will might be able to go by for a single run, and going on for the next track that this will might be able to have to take for 2 rounds to do it. So this is going to be able to be ready to be able to have a total drama library with Max on it. So, well, good thing that the gray and purple style is definitely might be able to have a villainy related to his type. So this is going to get everything will be able to get started. So time to get prepared. So this one might be able to continue on to be able to take plenty more story for Max throughout the episodes in Pahkitew Island. In a blast from the past, Witch is putting an electrical rod on his jousting stick while Scarlet throws an electric eel at it in order for the stick to act as the conductor. He uses his combination in order to electrocute Ella, making her fail at getting her jousting stick to the other side. After this event, the previous one, Max allows Scarlet to become his sidekick. So this is how the relationship just started out. So this is definitely might be a very turn out to be a partnership, of course. So, well, it is going to be very diabolical in order to be formed to be able to do it. Alright, so the WRX time attack car is definitely might be using with a DRS, so it's going to be good to go to be able to move up the wings. So that was definitely might be additional feature included as well. So this one might be able to help out to increase its speed for an improvement. So this is going to be able to have very good excellent performance that this is definitely might be worked like a charm. So it might be able to work faster, that this one might increase significantly for it. So very good choice that this one might be able to have moving wings to increase its speed and performance. So it might be able to do excellent to be able to perform. While Max doesn't realize it, Scarlet is very upset about being called Max's sidekick and tries to get him eliminated. Well, after Max complains about not getting any respect from Topper or Jasmine, shortly, well, being given by a wedgie by the latter, he is encouraged by Scarlet to impress his true evil to them by building a trap and keeping them until they will give him respect. Later, to his knowledge, however, Scarlet plans for him to be the only one not caught in his own trap, so that his other teammates would know it. It was a trap, then he could get eliminated that night after the entire team gets caught in the trap. Scarlet is not sure that the plan will work, but Max foolishly admits that he is the one who built it. While he receives most of the votes that night, well, despite for Ella's elimination was due to singing against Crystal orders, meaning, well, can I say that Max is safe from elimination and continuing on to his diabolical plans he always takes. So he continues throughout the nuisance towards Scarlet's during This Is the Pits, because the two are being separated from the rest of the team, and Scarlet attempts to ditch him by convincing Max to make a crocodile that confronted him as his evil minion. And once this crocodile is revealed to be a robotic, so when a Saladrite crushes it, so no idea how that alligator becomes an animatronic. Well, it is definitely might be very surprising to be able to see how it finds out that the island itself to become very animatronic. So it's, well, maybe this one might be able to save this for the later part. So just gonna be able to take a good test drive on Route X, is gonna be able to take some experimental run that this is gonna be able to be ready. So this is gonna be able to take a strong challenge that this is gonna be able to take the test we might go in. Well, despite for the efforts that after taking a hard running time from sport mode, it's always getting a little bit more time that this will might need to be able to take some time. Will also be giving a chance for increased driver rating. So maybe this will might be able to take a little break and do some racing activities that this will might be doing better. So it will might be able to take a little bit more test runs that this one might take. So I kind of say that in the episode that Max just interacted with a baby, and well, he's going cuteness adorable to this baby, and this is definitely might be pretty cute to see it for it. So, well, maybe this is definitely might be takes place that when Max switched teams with Sky. So looks like he's definitely might be able to have two logos in place. So good thing that this is definitely might be very good recognizable to be able to explain it to it. So, well, I'd say that this is going to be able to take one good build neat plans that one team completes and move on to the next team that this one might be able to take over. So once again, Max and Scarlet work together again when the team merged. After he declares that he wants to take a break and hits the head on the tree, that ends up revealing that the island is controlled by the machine. So looks like this is definitely might be surprising where it also comes down to this in the next episode. So looks like this is where it also comes down that Max is definitely eliminated along with Scarlet. Well, despite for the effort that the two are working together to be able to take over Pahkitew Island, and well, unfortunately that Scarlet is the true evil of herself, and then Max is starting to get very nervous to be able to see it, and well, he is the number 2 evil in the show, and Scarlet is the number 1 evil, and well, it is going to be quite be able to have a very term interaction to see it for it. So, well, it is definitely might be definitely felt for Max when he saw Scarlett's true nature, but he is very afraid of her. So even sucking his thumb in the fatal position, well, gets everything nervous in the confessional. But even perhaps that Max is definitely the one is going to be able to be eliminated along with Scarlett. So that's how that he's just definitely taking too much diabolically that this will might be able to take the terms to do it. So, well, can't believe it that every other show always to be able to have a villain in it. So we always enjoyed watching Total Drama. It is very cool and having a shocking moment that this also proves to be able to have a true nature in it. Now, looks like you're gonna be able to take a good one lap run, so it's going to be able to take a good testing complete that this will be able to be ready. Now, looks like it's good to go. Now, this is going to be able to have an excellent performance that this will might be able to drive fast and quick. So, phase 1 complete to take the time trial. Now, let's get ready to take phase 2 to begin, and this is going to get everything will be well skilled to be able to do it. Alright. It's time to go phase 2 to get ready. So looks like it's time to go on the Sardinia Road Track A. So looks like this is going to get everything we'll be able to take for one test drive that this is going to be prepared. So regular library versus Total Drama Pahkitew Island library is going to be get everything ready. So this is going to be able to have to take good settings that this will might work perfectly to be prepared. So this is going to be able to take plenty more speed that this will might stay on it. So let's just gonna go for it. Alright, starting out on second place that this is gonna be able to be ready. So let's do it, and this is gonna get everything a lot of easy going showdown challenge that this will might be prepared. Now this is gonna be able to take the good difference that this is gonna be able to go in to be able to take. So just going to be able to have a good chances that this is going to be able to make one good speed that this will be able to perform. So the drag reduction system is now definitely might be need to be ready. So just going to be able to take one good final lap of this race that this is going to be able to go for one time. Now this is going to be able to perform very diabolical run that this is going to be able to go on to take. Now, it's going to be able to take plenty more time that this is going to be able to get on for. Okay. Just going to make one good straight until this will might make it the approach, because gap distance is specialty made. So this is going to be able to get everything one good reduction closer in that this is going to be able to get in by the speed that this will might be performed. So it's going to have to take one quick dived in turn that this is going to be able to coming in. Okay, second straightaway is going to get everything closer in. Now it's going to be able to get everything will might stay on it. Okay, so sometimes that this is going to be able to take a lot of courage that this is going to be able to do it. Now this is going to be able to take one good active drag run that this is going to be able to perform. So it's going to be able to do an excellent skills that this is going to be going in. So, okay, that should definitely might be able to take a little bit more closer in for it. So, alright, looks like this is definitely might be it. So, looks like test library complete. So, looks like official wins and Max library loses. Now, this is definitely a mixture of good versus evil of the challenge. So, this is definitely might be very good to go until this is going to get everything. We'll be able to have a one time trial rush ready to be able to get started. So maybe this is definitely might be it for only just now. So very good choice for taking a good Total Drama library. So maybe it's possible that this will might be able to state it to be able to make a group 4 library. So group X card are definitely might be very specialty experimental card that this one might be able to rule the time trial. So it will might be able to take plenty more speed to get, this is gonna get, everything will be ready. So this is definitely might be very excellent performance skill made to it. So well, can I say that this is gonna be able to have a little bit time that this is gonna be a very good total drama library. So well, maybe this is gonna be able to take for only one Group X card, that this will might be experimental fast card, that this will might be able to take the time attack card, will might go in to be able to take a very good skill, will might take the time trial, so it will drive fast and quick, that this will might be able to achieve. It's only just for a total drama library, folks, so this is definitely might be very good for taking a time trial race, that this will might be ready to go. Alright folks, glad that you really enjoyed this race, and I hope you liked this total drama library. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. I'll be seeing you guys next time for continuing on to make some more Vision Total Drama fan art libraries, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay cool.